Well, it's certainly hard enough to lose a job at any time, but how do you cope with the kind of stress that's out there in an awful job market like this one? Kathleen Hall joins us now. She's got some advice, so stay with us for this. She is the author of Life in Balance, the founder and CEO of the Stress Institute. I saw the Stress Institute in your biography, and I thought, is this a place where I can just check in?
Well, as a matter of fact, it is a physical place.
Oh, well, great. Maybe we should all just visit there.
You can look at the horses and take breaths. And
yeah, deep breaths, tea, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
What do you tell people to do if they're worried, especially about something like job security?
Colleen, and this isn't going to go away anytime soon. So the only thing is you cannot change what's going on outside of you. That's a fact. But we have to be careful not to get into the victim mentality, okay? We are stronger than we think we are. And what we have to do is go inside of ourselves. When you can't change anything on the outside, change what's going on the inside.
How do you do that?
And that creates resilience. We've got great science. I call it self-care. It's an acronym, very simple, S-E-L-F.
Okay.
S is for serenity, which is the opposite of stress. So something simple, a positive affirmation. I am strong. I am resilient. What we know is research shows us that you actually produce less stress hormones when you say something positive when you're stressed. Something as simple as listening to music. Download your iPod. Keep it around you at home or at work.
It actually
very simple
changes
thing.
You physically.
Absolutely. Turn on Seinfeld. Something funny on television actually increases your artery diameter. So all those things are very simple. E is exercise. Get that body moving. You don't feel like it, you're depressed, you want to withdraw if you've lost your job, get a buddy system. Have somebody call you, a neighbor, a friend. Let's get out there and get those bodies moving. Simple walking changes your life. L is love. We really need community in times like this. Make sure you have somebody you're emailing, calling, a good friend. Also, volunteer. It creates networking, and it also creates what we call helper's high. F is food. Food is medicine. Food is nutritional. Make sure you're getting those omega-3s, whether it's 1 to 3 grams a day that you can take by capsule. Eat white fish. Don't forget to eat breakfast. It's the one thing that stabilizes your mood for the whole day. Eat foods rich in B6. You can Google B6 foods. Simple things, tuna sandwich, chicken sandwich, things like sweet potatoes.
The rah is great.
It is.
But what if?
Well,
what if
this is all backed by science now. This is very.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to be dismissive of it there. But what if you're really losing hope? Like you just feel like, you know, how do you get the energy to do that when you think this isn't getting better for me anytime soon? I'm in trouble.
This is where you really have to talk to your family, and you really have to talk to people you're very close to. And this is another acronym I use is HOPE, H-O-P-E. Have a family meeting once a week. Be honest. Be honest. Your kids know something's going on, and kids mirror your stress. So start it out with something positive, like an inspirational, motivational saying, and end it with brownies or popcorn, and say, we're all in this together. O is optimism. Every obstacle is an opportunity. It's a great chance to teach your children this is what we're made of. P is perseverance. Fall down 40 times, get up 41. Teach your children about resilience. And E is enjoy. Remember to focus on the things you have enjoy in that family. Joy. What are your watering holes? Get some popcorn, see a movie, go for a family walk. Do something. Keep that glue together. You are creating memories in your family right now. Yeah. Don't ever forget that.
Yeah. It's great advice. I'm curious how you feel about something that's sort of out there and maybe relevant to our global audience as well. I heard a researcher in the UK talking about the additional stress we put on ourselves in the developed nations, in the wealthy nations. This is something that poorer nations know already. But in wealthy nations, we think we have to consume all the time, and that there's an actual stress burden behind consumption. Do you agree with that? I thought that was fascinating.
I think there is, but I think we also need to understand that the World Health Organization has stated that depression is the #1 disability in the world, and by 2020, at a recent meeting, they have stated it will be the #1 cause of death globally is depression. So I did think it was a Western thing. The more that we've studied, it's a World Health Organization concern because depression is the driver and stress of heart disease, cancer, obesity, you name it. As a matter of fact, in the United States, the CDC has just reported that just stress drives up our healthcare costs by 50%. Depression drives up our healthcare costs by 70%.
Yeah, there's a huge cost to a global
you know
economic
what?
recession.
It is, and we've got to be honest about it, Colleen. We've got to get into schools. We've got to get into corporations. This isn't a marginal thing, stress and depression. We've got to say this is a public health issue. Yeah. This is a global health issue. Let's talk about it.
And in the meantime, keep in mind self-care, Kathleen Hall at the Stress Institute.
Always
Thank
hope.
You so much.
Always hope.
Your website's great.
Thanks,
Check it out,
Colleen.
the Stress Institute. Appreciate it, Kathleen.